The topic is of love and how we would define it from our spiritual sense. So, welcome to the call. And of course, we have our very special Aptaputra Deepakanandji, and he'll be able to guide us throughout this call and throughout this topic. So, let's go ahead and start with three mantra. Let's all say it together. Om Namo Vitragaya. Namo Namo Siddhaya. Namo
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Jai
Satchidanand.
So let me go ahead and turn it over to you, Deepakanandji.
Jai Satchidanand, everyone. So, further to the last satsang topic, we are continuing with the topic on love. So, I believe you have also prepared yourself. We will try to understand what is your idea, what are the different relations, and what are the different relations in which we come across love and affection. Can you name some of them? How about your relation with your parents? Nitya, do you love your parents?
Yeah.
Shivam?
Yeah.
Soil?
Yes.
What does Krish say? Hey Krish,
Yeah.
I can't see you. Over your webcam.
You want to see us?
So, we are related with our parents through love. And that love, what is the language of love? How do you express love? Hitsi, how do you express love? How do you express your love towards your parents?
I'm not sure.
Yeah? How do you express your love towards your parents?
I told them what like what I love. I told them what that was. What am I?
Do you listen to them? Sometimes or always?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you can ask, you can argue. There is no problem. You must get clarification. But at least you know that whatever they do, uh, they always think good for you. Is that so? And just imagine the way you love your parents. Does your parents also love you?
Yes.
No. How do you know that? Soil, how do you know your parents are loving you?
Because they take care of us and they always want what's best for us.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Because they take care of us and they always want what's good for us.
Right. And how about Chris?
Um,
How do you know that they love you?
because they tell me.
Okay. Then Nitya, how do you know that your parents love you?
They they not just they take care of you. They also allow you to they also allow you to do stuff and watch and drink and make stuff.
Do they keep watch on you?
So they don't really keep watch on you, but sometimes they do.
But should they keep watch on you or not?
They should mostly. They should keep watch
Right?
on. Yeah.
But you won't do anything wrong anytime, no? Is that so?
Mm,
You don't need to be told, or you have to be told sometimes.
mm,
See, the idea is because our parents love us, they don't want us to get hurt, right? And because we are small, is it possible that you could do something wrong also sometimes? And normally, if our parents tell us, do we like or we don't like?
No.
Sometimes we don't like it, but they know it's best for us.
Krish, do you like when they tell you something? They sometimes they may even scold you.
No.
They never scold you.
Oh no, they do sometimes.
Sometimes Shivam.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but should they scold you? Then where is that love? If they are loving, then they should not be scolding you.
Because you did something wrong.
What?
Because you did something wrong.
Correct. It is another expression of love where when we do anything wrong, then someone who is loving us truly will not allow us do those wrong things and maybe tell us, or sometimes maybe they will scold you. Of course, we don't like anybody scolding us. Is it so? Hey, Mooks, are you there?
It's Ishan.
Ishan,
Hi.
right.
This is Shannon.
Jai Sachidanand, how are you today?
Good.
So, your mom and dad, I believe they love you a lot,
Yes.
and they never scold you also. Did they ever scold you?
They spoil me sometimes. School. Or scold.
Ah, but you guys are all good kids, no? So you never do anything wrong. Is it so?
Sometimes.
You always listen to them. You don't hurt anyone. Is it so?
Sometimes we might get angry at each
But
other.
then what do you do if you end up hurting others?
We say sorry and
and move along.
So that's what. So we were just discussing that our parents, they love us a lot. That's true.
yes.
And because they love us, when we do anything wrong, then they tell us, they scold us also. But when they scold us, we don't like it. But we must understand that because they love us, because they want us to grow, they want us to be perfect. Do you want to be perfect?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone wants to be perfect. See, uh, you know, uh, every grown up child, if he or she is good, then we can understand how much care uh, his or her parents would have taken, and that's how they become good. So I believe you all want to be good, you want to be perfect in school, at home, with your friends, in sports, and everywhere. But then, if you are doing anything wrong, you will be scolded. So, is it okay if you are told, you are scolded? But then you will not know if you are not told, if you're not scolded. We don't understand every time if someone tell us. Certain times we need to be scolded, isn't it? I understand we don't like it. I accept that also because I was also scolded several times. Because at certain times I was very naughty. Are you guys ever naughty?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So at that time, someone who love us, they are going to tell us, maybe they will scold us, but then we have to learn. Okay? So this
Yeah.
is where the expression of love is. When we do anything wrong, then they will scold us, they will tell us. So that is our first relation is with our parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from our parents, we learn everything. The beginning part of our life, we have learned to speak from our parents. And further, when we go to school, there are other relations. Where who all love you? Can you just tell me who all love you? We know your parents love you, huh?
Yeah.
Bye,
Who
Dada,
is,
brother.
oh, Ma and Dada, true.
Friends.
Oh,
Friends, yes. How about you, Hetzi? Who all love you?
To Charlie, my grandma,
Right.
my cousins.
Mm-hmm. So, with these relations, we understand that they all love us. And what are we supposed to do in return?
Love
Love
them.
them back.
And
Right. So, how will you express your love? How are we? How are we supposed to express our love?
Tell
by
them
showing
that you love
respect.
them.
be kind to them, show them respect. Don't disrespect them.
Treat them how you would want to be treated.
Yes, when you don't hurt someone whom you love, that is the expression of our love. And we know, is where is God?
Inside you.
Inside you
Within
and
you, inside everyone, right? It's
Hmm?
God is there in everyone, right?
Yeah,
So, are we supposed to uh, love the God in everyone?
yeah,
And that is why Dada has taught us not to hurt anyone. We decide every morning, I don't want to hurt anyone through my thoughts, speech, and action. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is because we want to be happy.
Yeah.
Is that so? If you
Yeah.
want to be happy, you should see that you should not hurt anyone. And by not hurting anyone, that is the expression of our love towards everyone.
Right.
And you know, uh, when do you get good grades in your school?
Yeah.
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 When do you get good grades in the school? When you study hard, you work well, do all your homework. Is that so?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the
In the
time.
same way, in the same way, when you don't hurt anyone, then you will be loved by everyone. Does that make some sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
When we don't hurt anyone, then we would be loved by everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we ever say or tell someone, I hate you?
No.
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 We cannot say that. However, that person could do anything bad to you, but we cannot. So, when we have decided that through my thought, speech, and action, I don't want to hurt anyone, then that is what? That is the expression of our love. You know, when we say Jai Sachidanand, do we
Yes.
say Jai Sachidanand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So, Jai Sachidanand, what is the meaning of Jai Sachidanand? Do anyone remember? What does Jai Sachidanand mean? Forgetting. You're studying too much, so you have forgotten. What is it?
Yes.
Jai Sachidanand means victory to the inner God. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, what does that mean? Jai
Victory to
Sachidanand
the
means,
God.
God.
yes, because that God is there in every living being. And when you say Jai Sachidanand, then we are expressing our love towards everyone. And only when we hurt others, we are hurt in return. Do you know this principle?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you hurt others, then someone will hurt you. But we don't hurt anyone. Do you hurt anyone?
No.
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 Mm.
Sure?
Yeah.
Ishan, you don't hurt anyone.
No.
Sure? You don't even
Yeah.
hurt Mox.
Not often.
It's okay, you can play around, and while playing you
We
may
play
get,
around.
end up hurting others. But what would you do if you end up hurting others? You say sorry, right?
I say sorry, not hurt them.
That's what. If we hurt others, then our connection of love breaks. Okay, Hitsi,
Yeah.
does Kushali get hurt by you sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah, by accident, like not really.
Yeah, I understand. But then, when she gets hurt by you, then your connection of love breaks. So, what would you do? What should you do?
I mostly tell mommy or papa, or I make her laugh or do something fun.
Yeah, that is there. But are you not supposed to say sorry to her? Even
At least
accidentally, if you hurt her?
after saying sorry, like
Yeah, never mind. Afterwards, you can say, but our connection with our relations, that is it is through love. And when they are hurt by us, that connection breaks. And that is not good. Is that good if our connection breaks, our love breaks with any of our relations?
No.
Right. So even our parents sometimes, even after scolding because you do something wrong, they scold you, and afterwards also they say sorry. Have they said like this any time?
No.
You don't remember. But then, if they have not told you, then they say sorry to Dada.
Yeah.
Ask your dad.
Wait, my
The
dad.
reason is because our
Daddy.
parents love us, but we don't perform. We play mischief sometimes. Nitya, sometimes we play mischief also, no? Yeah, because kids are supposed to do mischief, little, but too much means our parents will get mad. Correct? And they will then maybe scold us, tell us, but they also say sorry. Do you know that? Even
Yeah.
after scolding you, they say sorry inside. And if it is possible, they may tell you sorry and tell you that if you don't do anything wrong, then they don't have to scold you. Correct? Right? So
Right.
that is it. Let's see, our connection with everyone through love of God is very important because it is only through love we experience happiness. Is that so?
Yes.
And if anyone is hurt by us, then that is not right. So we must say sorry and reconnect with the person through that thread of love. You know, you have seen uh, the bead with a thread in it, and you know that mala you wear, people wear. There are beads and there is a thread which passes through all the beads. The way the thread keeps all the beads connected, everyone at our home, especially at our home and our school, and of course with the world, we are connected with the thread of love. Okay? And that thread of love is through our decision that we don't want to hurt anyone through our thought, speech, and action. I believe you say that every morning. Do you say or you've forgotten?
I forget
What?
sometimes.
Hetzi, do you say that?
Yeah. After
See,
having watching things.
we all want to
Yeah,
be happy.
we do. Yeah.
We all want to be happy. We all want to be loved. Then we must see that no one is hurt by us, right? And if anyone is hurt, then we must say sorry and reconnect our thread of love. Then we will always be happy. And how about friends at school and at home? Do you love your friend? You already said that you all love your friends also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody loves their friends.
Huh?
Everybody loves their friends.
Yeah. So you should ensure that you don't hurt your friends. But what would you do if they hurt you?
Tell the police.
But why would they hurt you? Why should they hurt you?
Because
might
they
have
get mad.
They get
But
mad.
why they get mad?
Because
They
you
might
Why
have
should
had a
they
rough
get
day with their family and they didn't know what to do.
come again?
Like if they have a rough day and they might have like not realized that they put someone else down.
I couldn't get. Please repeat. Who
Like
said that?
when someone has a rough day and like they don't know and they're upset, that's maybe how they might be mad.
Yeah. So such situations will arise, can arise in our life wherein others hurt us. But are we supposed to pardon them?
Yeah.
Even if they don't tell you sorry, would you pardon them?
Yeah. Maybe.
Why you should pardon them?
Because it must have been your fault in the past.
That is also there. That is also there. Past means any moment before this moment is past. Okay? Any moment, any time before this very moment is past.
What?
Do you know? Without cause, there is no effect. Do you know what does cause and effect mean?
Yeah. When
Um,
something causes something and then the effect is because of the cause, or the cause
Hmm.
affects the result of the effect.
Seed is the cause, and the tree is the effect of the seed. That is cause. Okay? Have you seen any seed? Seed, SEED. Have you seen any seed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you plant seed in the in the soil, and it sprouts and it grows into a shrub and a tree, right?
Yeah.
or a flower, or a flower.
Right. You get flower, you get fruits also, depending on the type of the tree. But then what we are trying to say, the seed is the cause, and the plant, the tree, the flowers,
The
and the
effect,
fruits
or
are
the
the
effect.
effect. Right. In the same way, when we live our life such that no one is hurt, then that will cause, and the effect is we all would be loved by all. Okay?
Okay.
We have also seen our primary love is with our parents, and then our brothers and sisters at home.
Then Bandada.
Yes, Ba and Dada, we should see that you listen to them and they are not hurt. Do you all do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
They take care of us because they love us.
Yeah.
Okay? So, relations at home and relations outside as friends, teachers, right? And as living individuals, we should see that no one is hurt by us. That is the expression of our love. And when we know through Satsang that God is in every living being, right? You all know that. So when we don't hurt anyone, that is the expression of our love towards that inner God. And when we don't hurt anyone, we will always be happy. Okay, can anybody say what is the goal of your life?
To be perfect. To be
To
to
be
be
perfect.
successful.
To be the best in the world.
To
To
be
be
To be
perfect.
successful.
perfect. Then, okay, Nitya, you say, what is your goal
To be
of life?
to be very skillful in a certain activity.
Okay, okay, Hetzi, what is the goal of your life?
To be perfect.
To be perfect, wonderful. Okay, Soil, what do you think? What the goal of your life?
The goal of my life is to be successful and like be really loving. And yeah.
Okay, Krish.
The goal of my life is to be successful and perfect.
Hmm.
Oh,
Shivam.
To be successful.
And Ishan?
To be successful and take care of my family.
Yes, taking care of your family is very important because when you take care of your family, the family will take care of you. Someone has written a big article. People want to be perfect, people want to be successful, but what is the best goal or should be the goal of our life? And he has said, happiness, love, and happiness should be the goal of our life because when your life is full of love and happiness, you will always be perfect. Is that so? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct, Nitya?
Yeah.
When your life is full of love and happiness, then you will always be perfect. You will always be
Yeah.
successful,
Yes.
right? So it is good to be successful, to be perfect, but then while becoming perfect, while becoming successful, you can hurt others. Is it so?
Yeah.
Because when
Yes.
to succeed, to compete, we may push someone else, then it will be, it is like you achieve success with a loss. What is the loss? You lose the love of the other person, right? So when you have the goal of your life as love and happiness, then success, perfection, and all other things will naturally come to you. Okay? So always think and decide every morning when you are saying, I don't want to hurt anyone through my thought, speech, and action, then that is where you have decided to love everyone and to be happy. And when you decide not to hurt anyone, you have expressed your willingness to give happiness to all. Okay? And when you give happiness, what would you get in return?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Yes,
Joyful.
correct, correct. So that's what. So the goal of our life should be love and happiness, and all other things will naturally fall in its place. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let us go towards some questions. I believe you have some questions. You thought about questions related to love and happiness. Okay, Nitya?
Um. So what if like your friends still after just like after you accidentally scolded them, then they just won't forget about that and they won't be and what happens if they keep remembering that and they start to not be your friend? What happens? Is there still
Right.
love there?
See, one thing what Dada has given us to feel sorry is the best medicine to correct any mistake. Because uh, accidentally you hurt your friend. Do you want to hurt your friend?
No.
No, nobody wants to hurt his or her friend. But accidentally it happens. Then people tend to remember all such moments. These difficult moments cannot be forgotten that easily. But when you say sorry, they will forget. And at the same time, you should also see that you don't repeat those mistakes. So, after saying sorry, inside you decide, I will not hurt them anymore, right? So, naturally, when you deal with them, you'll be very cautious. You'll be careful that no one is hurt by you. Okay? But to say sorry, you need so much of strength. People don't tend to say sorry that easily. because they feel it's not my mistake at all. It was not my mistake. It was his mistake or her mistake. What do you think? You commit more mistakes or your sister commits more mistakes? Nitya?
This kind of me, and then actually a little bit more of my sister because she doesn't really listen sometimes. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I
So,
mostly listen.
but then if she commits any mistake, do you scold her? Do you say her something harsh? Or then, but then you have to say sorry also. Otherwise, she will remember. Correct? So you tell her, if you don't do such things, then I don't have to tell you anything. Okay? So feeling sorry is very important anytime you hurt others. Okay? Did everyone understand? Feeling sorry is at our heart level, we feel sorry. And with that, it will change the other person's mind. When you feel sorry and when you say sorry to the other person, your friend or so, then it will change the other person's mind. Okay? Nitya, did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, next. Who will ask? Who has any question? Come on, you guys are very smart guys. You have to.
Yeah.
Sohil, any question?
No,
I don't have any.
no questions.
I do.
Okay, okay. Who's that?
This one right here.
Shivam, do you want to ask anything?
I'm good. Okay.
Okay.
I think Nitya had another question.
Who has? Nitya has another question? Hey, good. Come on. Go ahead.
Okay, so what if like your parents scold you after one day and then the other day you don't do anything but they still scold you? What happens? Do they and you don't even remember doing anything wrong?
No, because we tend to forget our mistakes. Is it not so? Do you remember everything? Or sometimes you forget also?
Sometimes I
Sometimes I
forget.
forget.
Yeah. See, first thing, keep in mind, our parents always love us,
Hey Google.
right?
Yeah.
And because our parents love us, they want us to be perfect. They don't want us to get hurt. And that's why they scold us. Okay? So, even without any apparent reason, they scold you, then understand that somewhere, somehow, you have committed some mistake due to which they are scolding you. Otherwise, you imagine why are they working? Are they working all day? Do they go to work?
Yes, they do.
If, yeah, then you have you ever asked them why do you go to work? There's Avni auntie is
So,
there.
I
We'll
know,
ask her.
I
Hey,
know, I know, I
I
know
know.
why.
Yeah.
okay, say, let's see, what is it?
One money.
Because to get money for your house if you want to move. To get money
Yeah,
if you want
okay.
to
What does HC say?
To
Why do our parents go to work?
earn money to take care of us and like feed us and like may help us live and for education.
Yeah, because they love us, right? So they are working for us. So are we not supposed to at least listen to them? And if they are telling us or scolding us, there got to be some reasons, right? So sometimes we may not understand, there may not be any apparent reason, we may have forgotten also. So if they say, never doubt them. So first you must say, sorry. Sorry for any wrong that I have done. Can you do that?
Yes. Yes, but
Or your or just tell them, hey, wait, can you please tell me what was my mistake? Because I tend to forget. You can ask. Because it is not possible that you remember every time all your mistakes. Is it so? People don't they forget?
it's different. Yeah.
Shivam,
Yeah.
we may not remember everything. So maybe we have committed some mistake and they have seen it, but we did not realize that, and that's why they scold you. Okay, Nitya? So you can ask them and get a confirmation that what was my mistake. So it is good. If they scold you, it is good because they want you will be more perfect. But scolding nobody likes. Is it so? Nobody likes scolding. But back of your mind, they say back of your mind, understand that the more we are scolded, I'll become better and better person. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never fear scolding. Be prepared for it. That if I do anything wrong, someone should scold me. Or just think, is it okay you do something wrong and nobody scolds you? Is it good?
No.
No,
It's
very
true.
bad.
It's true.
So you must decide that whenever I do anything wrong, someone should scold me. So, and you should be candid enough and accept, yes, it was my mistake and I'm sorry for it. I will not do it again. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've done wrong, then you must say that. But with this correction, your connection of love gets re-established. And the moment your connection of love gets established, you will feel happy. You understand? So all these things is to remain happy, which is the goal of our life. It is the primary goal of our life. And when that happiness goal is achieved, all the rest you get automatically. Okay? Only I forgot her name.
Her name is
Hey,
Sue.
what's your
Suri, hi.
Suri? Suri, I remember now.
You remember?
Suri, do you speak? How is your dad?
Desa Chinamika? Desa Chinamika?
Hey, Nitya, what's your sister's name?
Priya, Priya,
Priya.
Priya?
Kriya, Kriya.
Kriya. Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. How are you, Kriya? Jai Sachidanand.
Yes, Satsang.
Hey, you know so very well. You can speak
She,
also well.
she even knows one of the. She even knows three mantra. She knows
Is
three
that?
mantra. Yeah,
Hey,
true.
she ran
We say
away.
it every
Oh,
night, and she also says it.
can you say for us?
Priya, do you want to say the three mantra?
See, everyone will listen to you. That Suri will also listen to you, your cousin.
Cut. Yeah.
Your brother will help you.
Yeah, you have to say it out loud. They'll be disappointed.
Okay.
She's not in the
No
mood
problem.
of saying it. She's not
Okay,
in the mood
no,
of
no
saying it.
problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Okay, so we have seen. Okay, Avni, do you want to wrap up?
Sure.
Yeah, let's wrap up with one of the one.
Yes, Nitya, did you have an idea for a wrap up?
So I have a wrap up question for the questions. So what if we like one parent better than the other?
Hey, come again, come again. What is it? What?
What if we like one parent better than the other?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, because certain times one parent is a little harsh with you and the other parent is okay. So it is possible that one parent is dealing very, scolding you, the other parent is not. So it is possible that you like one parent more than the other parent, but you know they are one. They look different. Dad and mom, they are not different. They are one. Do you know that? Because what? Because they love one another. You know that? Yeah, dad and mom, they love each other, and that's how they take care of you. So don't worry about that. And don't even ever think. But it is possible you may like your. Also, one more thing. Sometimes you will like your mom more, and sometimes you will like your daddy also more. It only depends in certain situation. If your daddy don't scold you, then you will like him. But if your mom scolds you, you may like her little less. Okay? But you need not have any demarcation like that. Okay? Because they both love you equally. Right? Yeah, very important. And if you have brothers and sisters at home, see that they are not hurt by you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can Avni auntie wrap up for us today?
Sure. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending. It looks like this was a wonderful topic. It was part 2 of love, but we talked about a lot of things. We started out by talking about the God within us and how love is universal. We talked about our parents and showing love to our parents. We talked about different questions that were posed. I particularly like this last one that Nitya posed because it is, sometimes a little bit difficult to ask a question like that may be seen as you're being favored one way or the other. But Deepakanandji answered it in a very beautiful way, and he acknowledged that regardless of what the response is or how someone is treating you, especially between your mother or your father, they both still love you equally. And so I think it's very important to recognize that, as well as the universal message which he started with, which is that God is within each of us and we're loving the God within each of us. So very, very good satsang. I'm very, very happy to see you guys attending. And let's go ahead and wrap up with a 3 mantra. Let's all say it together. Namo
Jai
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand,
Jai
everyone.
Satchidanand, everyone.